Matt, and welcome to Carlitos Projects, where we make cool electronic projects using off-the-shelf products. Today we're going to make a speech-controlled Arduino robot. For this project we're going to be using several parts. First, the DF Robot Shop Rover, which is basically an Arduino on tracks. So you see, this is the Arduino and these are the tracks, and it's powered by 4 AA's and this Tamiya gearbox. We're going to be using an Arduino Uno, so that's the latest Arduino. This is an I/O expansion shield. This goes into the Arduino or the DF Robot Shop Rover, and basically breaks out a lot of pins, which makes it easier to connect things to it. An LED. This is leftover from the RGB LED cube. Going to be using 2 XB modules, an XB shield from SparkFun, the VR speech recognition module, which does all the speech recognition for us, which is very cool. It comes with this little accessories, a microphone and some wires, a 9-volt to barrel connector in order to power the Arduino with a 9-volt battery. And also we're going to be using a bunch of headers in order to connect this to that Arduino. The headers are also leftover from the LED cube. Basically, there are 2 parts to this project. There is the robot, which will be getting the commands from the speech recognition module. The robot will be getting the command via XB, so let's mount the XB, the I/O expansion shield into the DF Robot Shop Rover, and let's put an XB module on it. Alright. Also, we can put an LED. This LED will use it, we connect it to pin 13, and it will be used to just show when the robot is understanding the command. So I already bent the pins, so basically I put it here and it should light up. Since it's an RGB LED, either red, green or blue, I choose red for this one. So this part was actually very simple and this is done. So let's put it aside and let's do the more complex system, which is the speech recognition engine. So first we'll need to connect the XB to the Arduino. For this we need to assemble this shield. So let's do that. Alright, so we have all the tools we need. Basically a third hand, a soldering iron, and some wire cutters. So let's start by cutting the headers to size. You solder one end. So you solder one end. Make sure it's sitting flush in the surface, and then solder all the other pins. Alright, so we soldered the headers. Now we put the XB in. That was easy. And now it's ready to mount on the Arduino. Next step is to connect the VRBot module. The VRBot module requires 2 things: power and communication lines, which are serial communication. We could wire them directly into the pins, but since we have some prototyping area here, we can simply put a few headers and connect these wires into the headers and directly into the Arduino pins, which will be much neater. For that we'll need just 4 male headers and 4 wires. So let's do that. Perfect, so now we have the headers, and let's see. we can define the power to go like so. Let me see. So let's say the power goes like this, and the communication goes like this. I'm just defining it randomly, and basically it means I need to connect ground to the first pin, 5 volts to the second, RX and TX. In our software we decided that RX and TX will be pins 11 and 12, so we're going to wire these black and white wires into pin 11 and 12, and these directly to the 5 volt and ground pins. So we connected the power and the communication lines. So that's done there. So that's ready to be mounted on the Arduino. So there and there. Now we can take the VR bot module and plug the cables in. Let's see my reference. Alright. So, black goes on the outside. Right, so black goes on the outside, and blue goes on the inside. Perfect. There. So we connect the cables like so, and then we can connect the power. So remember we put ground on the outside and blue on the outside there. So now this is ready to work, but as you can see this is dangling and it's not very good, so we can use a dab of hot glue and stick this to the board. I don't want to stick it here because it's full of metal and it could conduct and make short circuits, but there is a nice space here in the Arduino which is has no connections except these, and we can put some hot glue on that too, and basically this can easily mount like this, and that's perfect. Also, of course, we need to mount the microphone. Just put it in there and mount the microphone and you're done. So let's get the hot glue. This might be done and it's fully functional. We just need to plug in the battery and that's perfect. But we want to be a bit more fancy than this. This is completely optional, but I think it adds a bit of, well, fanciness to the project. Basically, we would like to connect a regular headset so we can put it in our heads and talk like so, and then the robot will react. This looks much cooler and well, we hope it will enhance the speech recognition, since this microphone is a bit better quality than this one. Alright, so in order to do this, we need to mount a headphone jack. In order to plug this sort of jack into there. So we have one here. This can mount directly in the proto board, so let's remove that. And let's see how we can mount this. So let's remove this for now. And let's see, we could mount it here on top, but we believe that here at the bottom it looks actually much better. So you can see it could be like this, and then we mount it like so, and then the plug will be directly in line. So let's do that. basically we need to solder it. We have this cable, so we'll just cut it, get rid of that, and we'll use it to connect to the VRBot board through this. So basically we need to connect this wire and connect the black to that pin and the red to all these line of pins. For this we'll jump all these lines of pins together. So we'll try to do it by soldering. That will make one big node, and now we need to extend this node to the next hole, so until here. So let's do that. Same way. So now we have two big nodes, and we can connect the wire. Let's put it all together. So basically we have the Arduino with the VRBot on the bottom. We put the shield in. We connect just there. So we connect the microphone jack into the microphone port. Now we take the wires. Black goes outside, blue goes inside. So there. And then on this side, we remember that black goes outside and blue goes outside. Now it's all mounted, so let's put the headphone and the battery. We connect the microphone into the microphone jack, we connect the power, and that's it. You have the speech module. So basically you can put it on your head and talk to the robot. So let's see the robot now. Robot is here. Perfect. So now we have everything we need. This is going to process the speech and this is going to receive it. The next step will be to program the robots. I'm not going to show that in the video because that's really simple, and we have put all the programs in the project page, so you can download the programs, program the FRobotShop rover, and program this Arduino Uno, and then you're ready to start controlling. So right now let's do a test and see how it works with the speech control. Move left, move left, move left, move backwards, stop, move left, move forward, stop, move left, move left, move left, move forward. Alright, so we're done with the project. Basically we have the FRobotShop rover, which is now able to receive commands via XB. It's also able to show that it understood the command using this LED. And we have the speech recognition module. Basically, where it takes the song commands from the microphone, interprets them via the VR speech recognition module, and then the Arduino is able to send the commands via XB to the rover. It's very nice, it's lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed the project, and once again, I am Carlos Esmat, and this was Carlitos Projects.